MuscleTV, proudly brought to you by Maxine's, for the body you want, and Max's, because life's too short to be small.
There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another massive week of MuscleTV. There's a whole lot of fantastic stuff in the show, as tonight we catch up with the most popular physique athlete in the world, the one and only DLB, Dana Lynn Bailey. And with only 1 week left to register for the 2014 Max and Maxine's Challenge, we check in with a past challenge finalist to see how he's taken his training to the next level. First up though, we're back in the gym with guest trainers Eddy Young and Jimmy Lamb, who are going to take us through a brutal leg workout that'll have most people crawling out of the gym. That's just the way we like it on MuscleTV. Over to you, boys.
It's more of an advanced movement day, so basically we're splitting up the quad and hamstring day to allow us to focus on hamstrings and glutes and calves a little bit more, which are generally body parts that people tend to skip over a little bit, you know, doing 4 or 5 exercises on quads and then only doing 1 exercise on hamstrings sometimes leave them a little bit lacking. So basically what we do is we split it up, gives us a little bit more time to focus on it and add in as much detail and get those extra sets in for the hamstrings and glutes.
When I first started training at the gym, I was neglecting my legs as well. Typically young guys just want to focus on the upper body and just build that, you know, that big, large upper body and get that width and then forget about their legs. And then once that upper body is developed, they realise, hey, my legs are really, really lacking, and I suffered that as well. So now I'm focusing on my legs as well.
Your legs are definitely something that I've focused on over the years, and starting quite young, I've kind of developed a pretty good set. So I did pretty much just start with the basic movements like squats and lunges and leg press. And then after a couple of years moved into some more advanced movements, but even still I pretty much just like to stick to the basic movements and just push as hard as I can. So the routine's going to start with some stiff leg deadlifts. Now generally I like to do 5 sets on stiff legs, and then we'll move into hamstring curls lying down, and then we'll do 5 sets on those as well. So that's 10 working sets, as opposed to, you know, someone that just only does 4 working sets after a quad day. So it's going to really allow you to attack the muscles and get the best amount of growth that we can. I see stiff legs as being like squats for your quads. So they're a compound movement. You're using more than one joint, and you're trying to stimulate growth not only just in your hamstrings but your glutes and your calves as well. I usually start with 2 warm-up sets, a little bit lighter, and then I'll add on a little bit more weight every set, sort of pyramid style. Go up as heavy as I can, and then maybe on the 5th one drop it back down and just try and shoot for that higher rep range. Generally, the heaviest set is in the middle of the exercise. And after that, when you've thrashed those a little bit, then you can move into a more isolated movement like the lying down hamstring curl. Basically, I just do this workout once a week, and also doing the quad workout once a week as well.
We're going to target our glutes, so we'll be doing a lot of glute kickbacks. So it's basically a machine where you've got the pad on your chest, hold onto a couple of bars, lay your back foot onto one of the small platforms, and you just push straight back. Really, really hits your glutes, so they're really like good exercise to really get that contraction, really tone it up.
there's the kickbacks, and then there's also the hip thrusts on the Smith machine. So that's something that, you know, not a lot of guys would like to do because it looks a little bit girly, but when you're doing bodybuilding, that you can't really afford to worry about what other people think about what you're doing. So basically, I just jump in there and I do it. It's a really good movement. You get really good contraction at the top when you're squeezing and really good stretch at the bottom, because you don't have to worry about the bar moving from side to side, balancing. You can basically just focus on your glutes and pushing up and down. So then after the hip thrusts on the Smith machine, we're going to go into the abductor machine. That's really good for your hamstring and glute tie-in. So that's something that I worked on a lot during my competitions, trying to make the glutes extend into the hamstrings and drop down a little bit lower so that you can get as much detail in there as possible. Basically, we're just going to lean forward on that one and go out as wide as possible to activate the glutes and not just the side of the leg.
And then I will move on to calves. Probably do some standing calf raises on the Smith machine. And there's also like a calf raise machine that we can also use as well.
Walking around on your calves all day will tire them out, but the way we attack calves is we really focus on the contraction and try and hold it at the top for a good 2 to 3 seconds, and that's what really gives the calves a good shape and makes them grow. So after we hit the standing calf machine, we're going to move into something where we're sitting down and it's more of a horizontal movement, and that's pretty much just going to try and hit a little bit behind the knee a little bit, and then really try and force it into that high rep range, so moving up to about 20 reps on that one.
From the training and nutrition experts at Muscle & Fitness, 3 new ebooks to get you in the best shape of your life. Learn how to build muscle, boost fitness levels, torch body fat, train smart, and use sports nutrition effectively. Muscle & Fitness guides to high-intensity interval training, sports nutrition, and weight training success. Deliver over 500 pages of essential knowledge. Make sure you check out our free books app on iTunes and Google Play, or sign up to our e-newsletter for updates.